known to write shorter introductions. We're going to start with a ballad, coming of a pitman who is picketing, a mounted policeman and a supermarket. It was at all green. Great were the masses of lorries, and the roads jammed with pickets, and the police on their horses, with steel-toed hoofs, milled round and round, drunken centaurs them to see if, yes, this one, this man, the one with the bloody eye, makes a break, a run, out a way he thinks he can escape. He has had enough of being condensed and beaten and does a runner. The horse lifts its snout, scents the hominid in its mammal trampled spleen, and hinged limbs at the order gallops along the tarmac. Get the bastard is run well for a half blind, turns, bangs into a supermarket door, and like a new countryside hides therein. The cool, dark, damp, and kindly interior of the supermarket, laced with soft product music, a calm of yeast musk and spiral notices called buyer traps. Bang, bang, the head registers on the automatic open door, and the helmet of the god bounces once or twice on the top of the frame. The man is in the frozen pea aisle, the horse is at the checkout. There will be time to strew the path with hard ice, sprouts, marblehead, peas, carrots, glued four ways. They would inhibit, but would they be truly sporting? Instead, the man holds a chuck ice to his bad eye and pretends to notice the service lift, knowing body language to be irresistible to policemen. The horse is moved to jingle and stalk down the tight aisles. Regardless shoppers set baked beans rolling in terror, tumbrils untested. Still the horse gains the central cross by the beef display and the family-sized pizzas, most popular to trolleys, commanding the meeting of the aisles, and an excellent bargain if you have many children to feed, or a special visitor like a chessman. The horse has taken up the central position, and whichever way the man moves, he is not covered. The emergency fire exit and its steps to the car park, heavy single swing door tied with bars. The man is bluffed, and with a leap over the freezer, he is away. Hey, calls the horseman. Woo, calls the horse. There is a moment of almost trot as the horse hits the broad aisleway round the tin peaches where the mastery of man by the horse is at stake. But why look sillier than a silly runaway is looking? The way is blocked with pallets of breakfast cereal about to be loaded onto shelves. What was meant to look good was a no-go, and the officer curls his lip in disdain under the perspex visor, and the horse balked of its prey, lifted its tail. I started with that one because I was advised recently that I should start with a narrative. They said, break them in slowly. Well, you've not got much of a break in. The next one is going to be more complicated. It's about the Battle of Britain, you know, the airplane, but it's about the myth of it. There's endless films you get retelling the story. Silent over black, white air hangars sets, like a once busy, abandoned, open the aerodrome, the sun. Careful reels of safety neg, a recreation. Can we have planes, small planes, lots more noise? Come back to re-enhance, a process indues. They're like castles, a morbid solemnity, solar choirs and naves, divine iron. Fortunately, the planes are still there. There are skilled pilots, craft comparable to enemy types. If the insignia, there is no danger now, the pay will be the same. Rebuild, refly, reenact, record. To settle the question, who stopped first? Did the propeller dwindle, the exhausted boy crew defenders slump mindless controls, or the aggressors proved impossible, retract? Invading tyrants often impressed, sheer valour, in all fairness, can only give up and run away. But the battle is endless gone over, is tirelessly refought, so by the winners. And here are the same conclusions, while the real war waged somewhere 1,000 miles east. And we move on to a sunny day in a garden, a walled garden somewhere in London. It's called a reverie, this one. At the gate in the wall, park scent of May, chestnut, green almond, the grass fish ponds, ornamental knots of youngsters practice with car stereos, and a white over sky, the grand collation of bone. We are scenic. So possessions, so writings, and so on. For if you moved, there would be running, wild breath leading to shameful fruit wars. You would have to settle for centuries of sun. People with what are virtually pre-electronic brains are able to express fatigue in the form of war. Puzzling, that one. This one is simpler. This is a back garden poem. Joanne's dad was working and building, putting up a goose house, and Joanne was watching and helping. Finally they fixed an old smokestack on very top with tin hat hood like a turret. Even the geese were satisfied. An average, slow, warm time on the back grass.